Welcome back to Win is Win Football Podcast. Match reaction to Arsenal annihilating Atletico. And this time, for real, annihilating and destroying Atletico. So,
I
Arsenal fan,
I ha I
Malcolm,
ha I have a question. Am I happier or are you happier that we won this much?
uh, I'm not happy.
As a Real fan.
I'm not happy. I don't care.
You're happy. Why
I
would you
don't care
why?
about Atletico Madrid because
Okay.
I hate you as much as a team.
Yeah, after last season you were yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
worse.
For
Nah, but man,
me, for
yeah.
me, my hate towards Atletico is annoyance. It's not
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah, I
With
understand.
you, it's more hate
Mm. Do you
and
see?
annoyance.
This is what
You
Arteta
somehow managed to annoy me and
and
make me
make me
hate you
hate
at the
you.
same.
You know, great
Uh,
team. That's what a great team does. It makes you hate you. It makes you you annoy people. That's when you know
can
you're at
I
the top.
take a moment as a known infamous Arteta hater
Yes,
to
please.
acknowledge
Mm.
this team is great.
Thank you.
This is the most complete team in world football right now.
Yes,
And aside from PSG, Arsenal is the team to beat this season.
thank you.
And
Uh,
this is the one of the biggest statement wins so far this season.
yeah, and for me, when people have asked me, are you Arteta in, Arteta out? I could never say Arteta out because for me, when I think about it, Arteta is the coach that gives me the biggest chance of winning a football game. I'm not saying he's the biggest chance of winning every single title there is, but if I say, okay, I go into every game thinking, I believe we're gonna win this game, and I think so because what he has done to this team. So for me, there's no doubt in my mind. This team has been like this for me over the last couple of seasons. Team is no different for me than last season or the two seasons prior. But like you say, this is a statement. You need to show at the big stage against the big teams that you're able to do this. And for me, I hope that the rest of the world actually realizes that right now as well.
And I texted you right before the goal, which is such a G. I was like, you're very predictable in your way
Yeah.
of playing. And in my opinion, up until the first goal, the game was quite boring. Like I was half watching the game, half talking to my family. There was a lot of side passes. You were controlling the game, but it was like that, keep side passing around the penalty area. Yeah, you had some dangerous chances, half chances. They had some dangerous half chances. Uh, but once you scored that goal from a set piece, who could have guessed? The in Atletico started attacking,
And then we
and
got the
then
space.
you destroyed them.
And that's the thing. People were like, "Oh, you're just a set piece FC team." Nah, man. When like you said, it was slow in the beginning because teams they respect us. They put up a big defensive performance because they know you can't give away space against this Arsenal team. So how do you break that down? Either by some individual brilliance or a set piece, because set pieces is very difficult to defend against. So we are a great team at so many different things.
Mm.
But on top of it, we're also good at set pieces. So the set pieces are able to bring us into the lead in these types of games, opening it up for us, and then you can just attack it. Because once you're down 1-0 against this team, you can't defend anymore. Because if you
Yeah.
defend, the game's gonna end 1-0. We don't care. We're fine by
You
winning
don't
1-0
concede. You don't concede.
because we won't concede. You need to attack, and
Mm.
when you attack, you get the spaces open up. You show once again and again that we can score all different types of goals. Like the second goal, man. Oh my God, Miles Lewis Kelly, bro. Miles Lewis Kelly, and that
He
finish from
really
Martinelli.
he ran through how many players? Three players, and he just
I have
and
the clip right
in
now.
through the middle of the pitch.
Yeah,
That's one of the hardest runs to make.
yeah, and I wrote it to
He
you. I
had a
was like,
great game generally,
yeah,
defensively and attacking.
yeah, and I told you, I'm like, this is exactly like the game against PSG, where they made this amazing run in the middle, pass it to Martinelli, but the difference, what? Donnarumma saved it, and that's the difference in these types of matches, the goalkeeper or the type of goal scorers. But man, I loved it. I loved it. This
You
team,
have
man.
you have a very complete team, and Zubimendi did as well. Gyökeres.
Yeah, Gyökeres, as I mean, he's fighting for everything, and sometimes as a striker, you just need the ball to bounce
They
in your
were they
favor.
were they were bouncy goals,
Yeah,
but two
but you,
goals
you
two
but you
goals against
need
Atletico Madrid.
yeah the first goal. I mean, you need to shoot. Sometimes it goes in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. But the second goal, it's all about being at the right place at the right time. Even though he scored with his crotch,
Yeah.
you need to be there. You need to actually be able to want to be there and put in the effort. And that's what he's always done, even though when he hasn't scored.
And by the way, this is Atletico Madrid that the past 3 weeks since the derby, they have been in form.
Yeah, this is not
And
a
they
bad
beat
side.
us 5-2. And I was imagining like us facing you. And
Uh,
I think you're miles ahead in the project.
yeah, and we should be because
You're miles ahead.
yeah, admittedly we are
I
a
I
strong
I
side, and
imagine
you are at the beginning of your project. But I like you said in the beginning, I don't think there's many teams as complete in all phases of play. We can play all different types of football, and we can defend, control, and attack. That's it.
yeah, because I think the only way to come at this Arsenal side is maybe the way PSG did it in the beginning, at least the first leg,
Yeah,
when you go all out high press
yeah,
and try
yeah.
to suffocate that. But that will be more difficult with Zubimendi in midfield now,
Much more difficult.
much more difficult.
Yeah,
So
and
I don't see any weaknesses in this Arsenal side. Maybe Gyökeres, but it's not really a weakness.
yeah, Gyökeres and maybe the left wing, but it's good enough.
Martinelli
There's
is scoring, man.
yeah,
Martinelli is scoring every other game now.
but I mean, in
And
comparison to the
some
rest of the
important
team,
goals.
yeah,
Of course,
no doubt.
but
I'm not doubting
but even
Martinelli.
even outside the goals, he is very threatening throughout the game. Every time like their right back had a lot of trouble. Marcos Llorente struggled.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean,
For me, this game, Martinelli was more of a threat than Saka.
nah, not in the first half. Not
What?
in the first half.
No,
No,
no, but like
but
he kept running at them. He
yeah,
kept
yeah,
running at
yeah.
them, and it was hard to take the ball from him.
But the difference
So
is
Martinelli is looking much better now, in my
Martinelli
opinion.
is perfect for Champions League football. That's what he is. He's not, he's the type of player that will get you those knockout goals, that will score important goals in the semifinals, in the quarterfinals, whatever. But Saka is, the consistent one. He
Yeah.
always brings something. But Martinelli in those, because in the Champions League, there's much more transition than in the Premier League. In the
Mm.
Premier League, there's more settled defenses. In the Champions League, when you get those counterattacks, Martinelli will be dangerous, and that's why he has scored so many goals for us. Like against you at the Bernabeu last season,
Mm.
no matter it was the last minute of the game, and he kept running, and that's what he brings to this team. What's why he's
Uh,
important, but he's still not the same level as the rest of the team, in my opinion. But
Now,
he's important.
Atletico, I think they played a decent game up until the
Yeah,
goal.
yeah,
But this
I
is the
agree.
problem with Simeone. Once that goal is conceded, the game is over
Yeah,
because you don't have an attacking alternative. And they were zero, like they were non-threatening, in my
and
opinion. Like maybe they had what that Giuliano Simeone
yeah,
chance and Gallagher chance, but they were pretty harmless.
even they didn't have a shot on target.
Yeah,
If you think about it, the one chance that was dangerous was the Alvarez situation where he struck the bar, and besides from that, I feel
but
like we had more situation on. We were handling more situation pretty well, I would say.
I looked at it player for player. It's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Alvarez is the only player that could fit into the Arsenal starting 11. Maybe Oblak.
I don't even
The
think
rest.
Oblak at this point,
Yeah, yeah.
because I
Like
mean Raya,
we're talking about two different leagues now,
yeah, and
and
this
and
is
the, there
the and
is and this really marks the shift between how dominant the Premier League is.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But even no matter, you can look at different teams and say, oh, the Premier League money, whatever. Sure, I agree, but it's not always about money because you can spend a lot of money and still come up with a bad team. I think Arteta and the rest of the team have built a good squad, has built this team to actually fit and be able to play like this, which is not easy.
But you even see like City Villarreal
Yeah,
2-0. That's a game that is kind of tough for Barca and Real Madrid.
yeah,
And 2-0 easily won by City. there is a big gap between the Premier League
But but
and
then
La Liga.
but then again, it's different. Like I understand your point, but in a
Yeah,
derby, in a Madrid derby, Atletico are always gonna be more up to it against Arsenal in the Champions League, in my opinion, unless it's a knockout stage.
but
Uh,
I don't think this season. I would even go far as to say not even PSG can beat this Arsenal
uh, oh,
if they keep going like this. But that's the problem with Arteta,
mm,
that he doesn't keep going like this at the end of the season. If he keep going like this, no team can beat Arsenal.
yeah, and that's for me. I felt like that has been the situation even last season, even the season prior, because of the
Last season they were
foundation.
beatable, man.
Yeah, but for me that was more due to injuries because the foundation is there. You have players that are able to come in if we're injured, but last season was a bit unfortunate because there's so
I
many key
disagree.
injuries. It was so many injuries in key moments, in key areas that the foundation was not there in the same matter. But even saying that, we still finished second and we still semi-final in the Champions League, losing to the winners. So even in a bad season for us, we were still one of the better teams in the world, I would say.
Yeah, no, it's just we just need to win a
Yeah,
trophy. That's
yeah,
it.
we that's all we need, man. So then, even no matter how, like, I can say, yeah, we're great, we're this and that, but it doesn't matter because we need to win.
Yeah. All right. It's been fun. It's been real.
Arsenal
Congrats.
FC.
Tomorrow, Real Madrid
Oof, big
versus
game,
Juve.
big game, big
Big
game.
game. Ciao.